Hello, everybody, and before I start the actual talk about Dynamite, I want to make it clear that when I'm speaking about either Dynamite or pay per view and daily for comes up, I'm speaking about it from a performance aspect. I know some people can't do that, but that's what I'm choosing to do. So I'm just gonna I've just addressed it once. Now let's move on. So I thought Dynamite was a really good show this week. I really enjoyed it for the most part. I really enjoyed the opening promo with Hangman and Brian Danielson. A really good promo, and, and I love Brian Danielson as a cocky, arrogant, I don't want to say babyface, but I don't think he'll either. He's a tweener, and I know people are going to say he's definitely a heel, but I don't feel like he's a heel. I just feel like he's just somebody that's good at what he does. And to be honest, if somebody's good at what they do and they know they're that good, I really find it difficult to really boo them. Like I like I know it's only been I know it's only been one Dynamite, but I find it difficult to really boo Daniel Bryan. Sorry, Brian Danielson. Could he could if I was him and if I was one of the best wrestlers in the world, I would be cocky, I would be arrogant. So I really can't boo Brian Danielson right now, but I'm sure by the time he faced Hangman, I'll find the energy to boo him as a performer. But as of right now, I just think he just he just been he just been himself. He just one of the best wrestlers in the world. So, and I'm really looking forward to Hangman versus Brian Danielson. And I can't believe I was worried about Hangman being booed over Brian because I thought they were going to do a babyface versus babyface matchup. But obviously, TK was smarter than me. So full credit to TK on that one. And I'm really looking forward to it. I really, by the way, I'm not going to go in order. So just to let you know, I really enjoyed the the Brian Danielson Evil Uno match. Obviously, it was not a 5-star classic or anything like that, but it did what it needed to do, and it set up next week really well. And obviously, the post match interview was was amazing. So I'm looking forward to Brian Danielson versus Cole Cabana next week in Chicago. So again, Brian Danielson will probably be a prick there, and the crowd will boo him even more. So so there we go. So I think we can have Brian Danielson go. Well, I know we can have Brian Danielson go for everybody in the Dark Order until Hangman's ready to face him. I, you know what? I know AEW won't do it, and I understand why they won't do it. But I really wish they would do Brian Danielson versus Annie Jay like as the final one, and then Hangman has. I don't. I need to be careful when I say this, but I think it would be cool if the final opponent for Brian before he gets to Hangman is Annie Jay, and basically he destroys her in the match, and basically Hangman had to come out and save her. But I know AEW can't do that, and another won't do that. But in my mind, in my fantasy world, that's what I want to see. By the way, I know people are not going to like my take, but that's what I would like to see personally if we were in a fantasy world. So moving on, and then and then I forgot what was next. You know what? I'm just gonna go all over the place, screw it. So I'm gonna move on to the whole MJF promo. MJF is one of the best promos in the business today, honestly. And I'm just speaking now, is pre-recorded promo from last night. I'm not even speaking like the promo in Dynamite. Yeah. I'm speaking like the promo from last night, from his post-match interview from last night. That was amazing, that was. And I like the fact he had Darby's paint on him. And I like the way he delivered his promo, and it was a really good promo. And then he come out to the ring, and then he cut another amazing promo. But they were two different promos, and then CM Punk came out, and basically MJF tried to shake CM Punk's hand, and basically CM Punk just laughed in his face. I've heard somebody else say this. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Alex Pulaski, and I agree with him. I think CM Punk has been a dick, but because he's facing MJF, the crowd are cheering him. But I think slowly CM Punk is going to become more and more of a dick to everybody. So they're going to slowly start the CM Punk heel turn. As I say, the only reason he's a babyface against MJF is because MJF is such a prick. He can be a prick and still be a babyface against MJF. And I think eventually what Eddie said about Punk will start coming through, and I think the layers of Punk will start to come unraveled. So I predict CM Punk will be a heel by the summer of 2022, and I do think it will beat whoever the champion is at the summer show. Is it all out? It's all out in the summer, or is that earlier? Let me know when all out is. Is it in summer? I can't remember. But anyway. As I said, I think CM Punk will be heel before the summer. So moving on, I also really enjoyed the whole other thing that I enjoyed. I enjoyed Shida versus Nyla. That was a really good match, and I'm really happy for Nyla and Shida, especially Nyla in particular, because a lot of people crap on her, and some of it's fair. Like, a lot of people crap on her for obvious reasons, and obviously that's bullshit. But a lot of people have been critical of Nyla because they think she's not good enough in the ring or whatever. That's their own opinion. But I like this match because it shows that Nyla can perform, and I think a lot of people are going to have their mind changed on Nyla because of this match. obviously certain people like Naga, no matter what she does, just because of her story. And for them people, fuck you. But the people that are genuinely critical of her work, I don't see how you can be critical of this match. Everything was perfect. The match length, and the way the ending happened. And and to be honest with you, I think Nyla was the perfect person to go on to the next round, because obviously I think it would be it's gonna be a better match having Chris Statlander versus Nyla or Ruby versus Nyla. And I'm not trying to slag off Sheeda at all. Sheeda's really good, but I think I think they want to do the monster versus the underdog in the next round. So that's why I think they had Nyla in the match here. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Another match I really enjoyed for the most part was Orange Cassidy and Ishii. I can never say his name properly, but Ishii versus the Butcher and the Blade. I mean, this was not an amazing match, but it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it for what it was. And I also enjoyed Dante Martin and Leo Rush versus The Acclaim. And I think it would have been nice if Matt Caster and Leo had a bit of a back and forth on the mic, had a bit of a rap battle. Because obviously Leo spits as well. By the way, when I say spitting, for those of you that aren't up on the rap terminology, spitting just means rapping, because I can already see the comments saying what do you mean by spitting? So that's what I mean, just another word for rapping. I would like to have seen a bit back and forth between the two of them, but maybe we can get that in the future. But I really enjoyed this match, and to be honest with you, I would like to have seen it go a bit longer. But I understand why it couldn't. Now let me address this. Why are we getting the Lucha Brothers versus FTR, and basically why are we getting an 8-man tag team match between Malachi Black, Cody Rhodes, Andrade, Pac, and the Lucha Brothers and FTR? I'm freaking bored of this plumbing feud. Can they all just move on to other people? Please, 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 I'm begging you, just move on to other people. For God's sake, how many more times do we need to see Cody versus Andrade, or Malachi Black versus Andrade, or Lucha Brothers versus FTR? The only one we haven't seen was Pac versus Malachi Black. That's the only one I want to see one-on-one. The rest of them can go and bugger off and do something else. By the way, I said bugger, just to be clear. And I don't understand what the blooming hell are they doing. Like, honestly, I'm bored of seeing these 8 guys all together. Can we not move on to somebody else? At this point, I would rather see the Gun Club versus Lucha Brothers on that board of FTR versus Lucha Brothers. And they have not had that many matches, but because they're with the other 4 guys, it feels like they've had 50 matches. You know what I mean? I'm really trying not to be a dick, but I really don't like this whole feud of these 4 people, these 8 people all together for months and months and months on end. This is what I didn't like about the Anthony Go storyline with Cody and everything like that. It went on for way too long, and this is getting to that point where this is going on for way too long. Like I believe the Malachi Black feud started in the summer, and they've been going on for nearly 6 months. It feels like just him and Malachi Black in some alteration. And to be honest, I just want to see people move on. Please, just get get over yourselves. I'm speaking to the characters, by the way. Just to be clear, I'm not going at the real people. I'm just speaking to the characters. I mean, get over yourselves. At the end, at the end of the day, surely you must be bored of each other by now. Surely. So moving on to the main event, Sammy Guevara versus Jay Lethal for the TNT Championship. I really liked this match. I thought it was a really good match, and as a and I think everybody played their part in this match, and it was a really fun match to end Dynamite. And Sammy Guevara won, which I wanted to see. I think Sammy Guevara deserves a long title reign as TNT champion, and I think it's gonna be amazing. So I really did like Dynamite this week, and I thought it was really enjoyable. And this is what pro wrestling should be, in my opinion. When you watch a weekly show, all I want to be is entertained, and I was entertained on this Dynamite. I did not agree with everything that happened, like in terms of like what I think can happen going forward, in terms of like people and their storylines. But for this week, I thought it was pretty good. Like I don't want to see the Super Click and Jurassic Express go back and forth anymore. Can we please just move on? At least on Rampage, it's gonna be Bobby Fish and Adam Cole versus Jurassic Express. I don't mind that. But if we go back to just another 3-way feud between the Super Click and Jurassic Express and Christian, I'm just gonna get really annoyed really fast. So let me know what you thought about Dynamite, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please please share, and please subscribe if you're new, and have a good day.